guys, Track Smack Running here, Goggles with Dr. Bob from Distance Preps. We're going to be talking to you guys about the Holy Trinity All-Star Showdown. It is the 6th annual time. And Dr. Bob, how are you?
Goggles. And Hugh, I'm doing absolutely outstanding. We had a chance to see some great state meet races over the last 2 weekends, and I'm really looking forward to the Showdown. Doing really, really good.
I mean, yeah, we just came off that great high, off that time of the state meet, and the weather was pretty bad for 3A and 4A, but 1A and 2A had a great time. The weather was perfect. What did you take away from those state meets?
Absolutely loved the races, and there were several races that I thought really were kind of special. I really enjoyed seeing Sarah Candiano win her first state championship in the 3200, freshman out of Evangelical Christian. I thought that was outstanding. I really liked seeing the Holy Trinity guys, Alex and Cole, go 1-2 in the boys, 1600 and 1A. And I'll tell you, I really enjoyed seeing Kristen Zarella and the exhilaration that she showed coming across the line. And even a couple minutes after winning her 800 in 3A, you could kind of tell she wasn't really sure that it had happened. It was just a big relief, and I felt really, really touched by her winning her 800. Knowing that she's blocked for us and just how much hard work she's put in over the last couple of years to get her to that point. How about you? What did you take away from the races over the last couple of weekends?
I had a great time. I got a chance to be at the 4A state meet, and just to see Andres Arroyo, win the 800, the mile, and the 32 was just astounding. And inside that 32 was Brandon Marquez, who was also at the beginning of that race in the 3rd spot, and coming around the 2nd or 3rd lap, someone came behind him and pushed him in the back, and he fell 3 feet in the paint inside, crossing over that metal bar. And we got to see him get up and run back in. Even though he fell 7 people behind, he still didn't stop and still persevered throughout the entire thing. And I just thought, that's what I need to take away and bring to my race, is that to never stop and never get defeated. And now we're going to move on to what can we expect, from coming to this meet. And, we're going to have a lot of great runners there. So, Dr. Bob, give us a rundown.
Yeah, I'd really like to tell you about the 6th annual Holy Trinity All-Star Showdown. We're going to be on the campus of Holy Trinity right here in Melbourne, Florida on the Space Coast this Saturday night starting at 7 o'clock. We're going to have a couple of different races. We're going to have an 800 for the girls and the boys, a 1600 for the girls and the boys, 3200 for the girls and the boys, and a 5K that's going to be combined. And then at the end of the night, we're going to cap it off with the annual Milk Mile, something that everybody kind of looks forward to, the world-famous Milk Mile. It wasn't all that long ago that we had the first All-Star Showdown, and started really on a whim. Kyle Butler, who was a Holy Trinity student and runner for Coach Butler, his dad, by the way, put together a postseason meet, and it was pretty simple. Let's get some fast runners from all different classifications together at the end of the season, and hopefully we'll see some fast times, irregardless of classification. Maybe with somebody that didn't get a chance to go to the state meet, maybe they want to come and try and run fast and end off their season on a high note. Maybe somebody didn't go as fast as they wanted at the state meet, and here was another opportunity to run. The important thing was we weren't going to enforce a whole lot of rules. It was going to be kind of a laid-back atmosphere. It was going to be free. And oh my, have we had some great performances over the last 5 years. We're now into the 6th annual Holy Trinity Florida All-Star Showdown. This year is sponsored by DistancePreps.com. Really proud to get behind this annual event that everybody's now looking forward to at the end of the season, with a hope of going fast when it counts, when you're in good shape at the end of the season. We know how many miles and trails and tribulations that everybody has to put in, get into peak performance, and this is maybe one last opportunity to run fast on the track.
I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of this event. Like you said, it's free. It doesn't matter what classification you're in. You can just come out and, through all that training that you've done throughout the track season, you can come out and run a great race and hopefully set a PR. So we thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Dr. Bob, for being on our show. And we can't wait for that 6th annual Holy Trinity Showdown. And before we move on to the races, the boys and girls, we're going to take a little break, and that's it. Track Smack Running Goggles, welcome back, Dr. Bob. We're going to go down the list for the girls. with the Holy Trinity All-Star Showdown. We're going to start off with the 800, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, the 800 ought to be a real competitive race. We've got 3 girls that right now are seated under 220. The meet record set back in 2010 by Bishop Kenny's Sarah Davis when she went 2:13.79. And the top seed coming in, really glad to have her, Taylor Johnson out of Agony. She was 3rd last weekend in the 800 for 4A, and she comes in with a seat time of 2:17.21. And it's going to be real tight at the top because right on her heels, Georgette Price comes in with a seat time of 2:17.83, and Georgette out of Berkeley Prep, she finished off 6th in 2A in the 800. Those ought to be the top 2 runners in the 800-meter run.
And now we're on the girls' high school 1600 meter. First, we have Charlotte Stevens from Winter Park High School, who has a seated time of 5:08, and she's also going to be looking to take down the previous record held by Kira Soderstrom with 5:08, and they're going to be using a pacer, so hopefully she can get down there. And behind her is her teammate, Catherine Kuhn from Winter Park, who's only a freshman, ran a 5:11 at Region 1. And, you know, all 3 of them are Wildcats, and Catherine and Charlotte are definitely going to be pushing to the end. Hopefully they'll be able to break that record. Now we're on to the girls' 5,000 meter run with the meet record of 16:53 by Kayla Hale, who is a 4-time cross-country state champion and a 3-time Foot Locker finalist from Holy Trinity, who just graduated from Duke last week. And that is what the girls have to compete with this Saturday if they want to set a record. And it's going to be kind of hard because the fastest seated time we have coming into this is Alexa Cruz from St. Thomas Aquinas with 18:09, who got 2nd at the 4A state meet and 5th at the 32 last week with a time of 11:13. Next in 2nd is Ashley Heidling from Mount Dora High School, who got 18:11 in the 5,000 and 15th in the 32 at the 2A state meet with a time of 12:06. So that's what we have looking in going into this 5,000 meter run and all the great races that are coming up. So thank you guys for joining us.